What's up? What's up, Taurus family? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful to have you here. My name is Carly Conti, also known as Mama Manifests. And today we are going to do an all about you, Taurus reading, because that is the most important part of this journey, is learning about ourselves. Yes, we, especially as Tauruses, have come across quite a few, people and experiences. But essentially what they did was teach us about us. You know what I mean? So before we jump into things, I just want to say this is like, I've read your guys' energy before, but this is going to be like the first in-depth reading, and I am just so excited. Me being a Taurus myself, I'm so excited to read for you guys. It's an honor. And I know that the Taurus that I'm reading for, 2019 has been an extremely transformative year. I guess the line that I'm most feeling is it's been simultaneously the hardest year of your life, but also the most rewarding. And that's a really good thing. It doesn't get much better than that, like learning the lessons, learning the tough lessons. And we're really finishing out the year in this really cool energy, which I will get into, what some of the energies that I picked up on in meditation before we're jumping into the read. So let's outline what we're going to do today. So basically I'm going to ask Spirit 7 questions and we're going to have a conversation about it. And then to finish up the reading, I am going to jump in and pull you guys an archetype from Kim Krantz's Wild Unknown Archetype book. And I'm just going to go ahead and read from it because she just outlines the archetypes so beautifully and the energies so well. We'll see if I get intuitive information off the card before I read, but like I said, I am just going to read from it because they're amazing. I think you guys would really like it. What else do we have? Yeah, so if you want to check me out on Instagram, I do a pick a card every single day. So you can have those energies tailor-made directly to you. So you can find me at Mama Manifests on Instagram, and then you can have those pick a cards. I do like 3 different energies of the day, and they seem to be pretty specific. And so I would love to, help you guys in that way. All right. So let's jump in. Let's jump into this energy. I'm kind of getting in the flow of things here. Let's say a prayer. Let's take a couple deep breaths. I know I need to. Let's both get in this receiving mode so we can receive the messages that the divine has for us. First, I would just like to say thank you so much for everything in my life and all the abundance, but even more so, thank you for connecting me with the energy of Taurus and for the honor of being able to be a channel for the lovely soul on the other side of this video or reading. It really is an honor, you guys, and I'm very grateful to be able to do it. Please, let's call in, Archangel Michael, and let's help us to see the truth. Any other archangels that would like to be a part of this reading, I'm going to go ahead and call in my guides. I'm going to call in the Pleiadians and just help me receive these messages and help me channel them out in a way that the person on the other side of this video truly understands. Anything that you deem worthy at this time through the channels of Divinity, Love, and Light. We appreciate the messages and thank you so much. So like I said, we're going to ask, Spirit 7 questions. We're going to pull some cards and we're going to have a conversation. But before that, I was in meditation a little bit with your energy. And what came through was like a really cool image. I got to get a little bit more comfortable, you guys. What came through was I saw, somebody walking through the forest, and it seemed like they had been on a long journey, and the person came across like a crystal ball, like in the ground. And I just thought that was so cool. And the message that I kind of got off of that was that you're really coming into magic right now, because I also saw an image of, you know, somebody practicing magic. What I saw was like hands going like this, right? So you like literally maybe an energy healer, you know, your hands, you know, might be filled with like healing energy and things like that. But more so for everybody else, just practicing that magic. And it was almost like you've been just inside perfecting this craft for such a long time, and then coming across the crystal ball and like seeing things clearly and having visions. It's like you're really embracing your magic. You're really seeing the magic out of life at this time, and you're really understanding your gifts on a level that, you know, you may have known was possible, but is really just even blowing your mind to it this time. And so that's what I saw. So it's just like a really magical time. You guys have done a lot of work. You guys have been through a lot of struggle over this past year. The Taurus that I'm reading for has been through like a lot of relationship turmoil, right? There were a lot of lessons that we needed to understand. There was a lot of self-mastery that needed to happen, you know, and it seems as if relationships were used as the best teachers. So yeah, you guys have been through a lot. We have been through a lot, but now it's time to really perfect your craft, embrace the magic, and absolutely no, right? You wouldn't be here if you didn't have this inner deep knowing that, you know, this entire journey was for a reason, and everything you have been through is for a reason. You would have given up and been off doing something else. So you're here, and you're still believing, and I just feel such tenacity, and you've done it with grace. And, you know, I don't know, it's really admirable, you guys. It's really admirable, you know. And yeah, so we're jumping in a magical time. I would like to see more what Spirit has to say about that, what, like, how these messages align with the cards. And we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. So we already said our prayer. So the first question that we are going to ask the divine is, what's going on with Taurus right now? Like, right when you're here and you've gotten here and you're watching this video, what's been going on? Where is Taurus currently at, Spirit? Where is Taurus currently at? Where is Taurus currently at? Ooh, you guys. We have the Judgment card. Okay. You, after this entire journey, you know, you're making some final judgments in your life, right? Making some final judgments about people, right? About situations, about following your magic, about yourself being worthy. You know, on this Judgment card, and I think most of them too, there's like angel wings, and I almost feel like you're really embracing your inner earth angel. And with embracing that side of yourself, right? We all have an angel inside of us, but it seems like you guys have really accessed, you know, her or him, and really want to let that side of you shine. But even more so, this angel and these wings, and being able to embody this energy and this part of yourself, the highest version of yourself, is going to help so many people. And you're making the final judgment that this is who you are, no matter what anybody else has tried to make you feel like. Because you know what? Tauruses do get a bad rap for being hot-headed, or kind of like, you know, losing it, or, you know, whatever. And, you know, we all have to master, you know, the darker sides of ourselves. And it seems like you guys have really done that. And now you're embracing this. And what do angels do? They go and help people. So you're making the judgment that despite all of the things in your life that you have been through that used in the Matrix as evidence could tell you a story other than you being this. You've really found this side of yourself. And this is the side that you're deciding to embrace moving forward. You're making a judgment on that. There's just like, I feel loose ends being tied up, you know, things like that. I do want to get a clarifier as well. I want to get more information because this is like where we're at. We're making judgments right now. Okay. So it seems as if, you know, along with that, maybe in the past couple weeks, you've been feeling like super overwhelmed, right? But it looks like that's coming to a close. And we're really embracing this energy. Because like upright, we have the Two of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, which I think these are, especially the 10 of Wands, is an energy that you've been in for most of this year, right? Like overburdened, being tested, stuff like that. Two of Pentacles, balancing everything in life, balancing, you know, your spiritual practice, balancing, you know, the food that you eat, balancing your friendships, balancing if you're a parent, you know, your children, just balancing it all. And you, it looks like with both of these coming out in reverse, okay, you guys have passed some tests, okay, and we're overcoming, you know, the being unbalanced, you know, everything's balancing out. We're overcoming feeling burdened, feeling like we're carrying baggage, right? Like we've made the judgment to put this crap down, you know, we'll find new passion elsewhere. It's like we were learning how to let go. I'm almost feeling off the 10 of Wands of the past, you know, and these past wounds, these past hurts, you know, all of that is what we've been carrying around, healing, understanding, and transmuting over this past year. And that's coming to a close, you guys. That's really exciting. We're making the judgment to put this down and remain balanced, right? And we do that by, you know, taking care of ourselves, you know, putting ourselves first, eating right, getting enough sleep, only, you know, only, what's the word? Just really surrounding ourselves with people that can see us in this light. Yep. Yep. And that's giving you the feeling of being more balanced and lighter, right? Lighter, so you can fly up like the angel. Okay? Wow. That is a lot of good stuff, you guys. So where is Taurus trying to go? Where are you guys trying to go? Where are you on this journey to? You guys were like on this journey, juggling pentacles, juggling responsibilities, carrying all this wands. We've taken it down. We're flying into this next phase of our journey. But where are we going? Where are we going? We have two major arcanas, two more that just fell out. We have the Justice card and the Strength in reverse. Where are we going? We're continuing this journey of like understanding, you know, with the Justice card, we are balancing out the scales, right? Everything we've learned and everything like that, we've been understanding every aspect of ourselves. self-mastery, understanding our strengths, understanding our weaknesses, understanding how our actions, words, and behaviors have affected other people. And you've been working really hard, right? And it's made you feel like this, balancing this out. Okay? We also have this strength card that did want to come out in reverse, you know? And, you know, I really feel like this journey has taught you about an inner strength that you never really knew you had, right? It's made you so incredibly strong. Balancing out this has made you understand this, you know? I feel like a lot of defeat in the past, a lot of overwhelm and things like that. But we've really, like, strengthened the reverse, right? That's the energy that essentially this whole year has been about overcoming. Okay? I'm going to get clarifiers on each of those. Can we have a clarifier on the strength in reverse, please? Spirit? A clarifier on the strength card. All right, we might be letting go of, you know, past relationships. Maybe, you know, some really big heartache, you know, has taught you all about your strength, you know? Like, it might be a Leo, you know, that you're dealing with that's taught you all these lessons, or maybe you have somewhere in the chart, but even more than that, this card is about, you know, your own inner strength. And it's just really saying that, you know, what really used to fulfill you, the idea of what fulfills you or what did fulfill you in the past is changing. You know what I mean? But this old idea, this old relationship, whatever this is, and overcoming that and losing that or whatever, however it worked out, has taught you about what you do want, what it does take to bring you to emotional fulfillment. And it's taught you about your inner strength. And you, my friend, are finishing out here, you know, balancing out these scales of justice, of looking at yourself, of learning, you know, of taking responsibility for you and your life. Let's clarify this justice card. Yeah. You know, I feel like this last year, I think I was already talking about it with relationships and things like that being your greatest teacher. You've had probably so many unfulfilling relationships, right? Relationships that maybe you outgrew, things of that nature, things that no longer felt spiritually aligned, relationships that made you feel like you couldn't continue to progress if you were a part of them. But it looks like, where are you going, right? Justice and the Four of Wands. The fact that you've balanced everything out, learned about what you want, gained your strength, are embracing your inner angel, your earth angel, overcome these tough as nails energies, right? Now you get to have these deep, fulfilling, spiritual relationships with others and with yourself. Okay? Happy home, you know what I mean? Like new beginnings, You know, the same song again. I wanted to say it again. It came through for Scorpio, A Whole New World from Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin. You know, riding on that magic carpet, seeing things from a completely different perspective, a perspective that I don't think that you ever thought you would have. Because I think many times on this journey over the past year, maybe 2, maybe 3, however long this has been going on, you didn't know if you were going to make it through it. Because feeling like crap's flying all over the place, you know, you're juggling these, think about it, you're juggling pentacles, you're carrying wands, like these two coming out together, my back hurts, you know what I mean, thinking about it. How do you juggle and carry like a ton of weight all at the same time? You know, you fell over a couple times, you did, but you got back up, and now you're flying up high, off to help other people with the magic that you have learned, right? You guys have discovered some incredible things on this journey, and now it's time for you to reap the benefits of that. And I'm very happy for you, Taurus. I'm very happy for you. You're strong. You're finding out what it means for you to be emotionally fulfilled. You take every single opportunity to look at yourself when, you know, that comes up, to improve yourself. And because of that, you're off to a place of true fulfillment. This is exciting. I am happy to be a Taurus for this read. I really am. All right, let's see. Let's jump into these fears. What fears are holding the lovely Bull's back right now? What fears are holding the Taurus's back right now? Gosh, looking at this. Okay. Yeah. See that? That's the devil, right? This coming out in the fear position, it's just like, this is also an energy, I feel like, that you have, along with these two, you know, that you've dealt with a lot, okay? And this to me is anything having to do with just like very earthly programming, you know, like the thoughts that hold us back, the behaviors, the relationships, you know, those like devilish relationships. And it coming out in the fear position is, I'm getting that you're like, this is almost too good to be true, right? And you're so used to dealing with these, right? And having this energy around you telling you that, you know, you're never going to amount to anything in life, you know, yada, yada, yada. Everything being so hard all the time. You're afraid that this is going to return back to you and create chaos in your life. But the thing is yes, you know, it's not like you graduate from this energy, right? It's just at different levels. And you're stronger than you have ever been, okay? So now you will know what this energy looks like, feels like, and you'll be able to nip it in the butt instead of, you know, letting it play out or, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? You're afraid of returning back and letting this energy kind of engulf you, swallow you. But I promise you, you've gained wisdom. And that's not what the cards say, you guys. Like the cards say, you're walking into emotional fulfillment, happiness, and your angelic self. Okay? This is a reasonable fear. I understand. I truly, truly do. You know, you're afraid people are going to come in, but you have to remember like what you've done this year and how strong you are. And that anytime, like I said, anytime this energy does come up, because it's not like it won't, we're on earth, that you have the wisdom, you have the tools, you have the understanding, you know, of what it is, and you'll be able to nip it in the butt anyway. Okay? Fear only gives this energy more power. So I think we need to move past that, you guys. I do want to get a clarifier on it, just to kind of dig a little bit deeper. Can we clarify this devil card, like, of Taurus fearing? The devil, Mr. Lucifer. Yeah, okay. So what has made you susceptible to this energy, probably for most of your life, is like feeling like emotionally unfulfilled. So you maybe get scared that when you're feeling depressed or anxious or down, that somebody's going to get you. But you've even learned how to master these energies, right? Okay. So just keep doing whatever that you need to do while you're visiting these emotionally healing places. And you'll be just fine, okay? We're finishing out the year here, and, you know, I really feel that, first of all, the light has done so much work. There are so many people awakening. There are so many people coming into their power. And so I almost feel a really big pushback with this energy here, just finishing up the year, you know? It's just like that negative energy is just like fighting back, right? And we're not trying to eradicate it, because, you know, the light cannot exist without the dark, but we are trying to control it. And we do that by controlling ourselves and mastering ourselves. And you guys know all this by now. But yeah. You're afraid of, you know, focusing on past situations and not seeing, look at her in the back there. I don't know if you can see that, the angel, and not seeing yourself in that light. But we opened up the reading with you making the final judgment on seeing yourself as you truly are today, which is that. All right, let's move into the next question. What does Taurus need to let go of? What does Taurus need to let go of? What are they holding on tightly to? The past. The past. The past. Maybe this could be somebody or something that you've considered a soulmate, you know, in the past, right? Because the Six of Cups is soulmate energy. But even more than that, it's like, it's really easy, and I do it all the time. It's really easy to focus on how hard things have been. Every one of these struggles that we've endured that's made us who we are, it's really easy, because that's what our old programming is to kind of go there, you know, and then it puts us in victim mentality. But yeah, it's just coming up, let go of the past, right? Let go of all of that pain, which I think you've done over this journey, you know, but this is just something to watch out for, you know, something to watch out for. Let go, let go. Let go, or rewrite it, you know, change the way that you look at the past. If you change the past, you change the present, which changes the future. You know what I mean? Let go of the past, you guys. I know we just like to really hold on to it. There's almost like this comfort in pain that I'm feeling, you know, like maybe we used to find some comfort in pain, but that's not conducive to embracing the inner angel, okay? And so, yeah, live in the present, you guys. Live in the present. How do you live in the present, Carly? You guys know how to do it by this point on your journey. But I do it by, you know, my spiritual hygiene, you know. I stay present by literally writing down. I am present by meditating. You know, meditation over everything keeps me in the present. So yeah. Let's like let it go. We don't need to forget what we've been through, but it doesn't need to be our main focal point anymore, right? We don't need to forget what we've been through, right? Because we're going to use those stories to inspire in whatever way that is for you. And you're going to have an opportunity to really, really share that. And I think that's going to be an extra level of healing for you. But yeah, it doesn't need to be the star of the show anymore. What needs to be the star of the show is the fact that you're like hanging out with unicorns and have wings, okay? The fact that, you know, like I said in the beginning, the meditation, that you just found a crystal ball in the middle of the woods. The fact that you're practicing your magic, right? You're seeing the magic. Let's focus on those things. You know what I mean? Let's continue to focus on those things, right? Even when this emotional unfulfillment, you know, hits, right? Let's just realize that when that happens, it's a teacher, and it's another layer of something that we need to let go of, and it's another layer of wisdom about ourselves, and it's another layer of self-mastery. Okay, you guys? How is Taurus viewing themselves? How are you guys viewing yourself? How is the lovely Taurus viewing themselves? It's crazy because the Ace of Cups just came out, and it came out in reverse, right? So the Ace of Cups energy is present. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much like me. This is hilarious. It's like there's this new beginning here, and you know all of this stuff, but like you're still kind of viewing yourself as it's almost too good to be true. Right? Like, is this new beginning really happening? Yes, yes. The Ace of Cups is here. It did come out in reverse of how you're viewing yourself. Like, am I really gonna like find these new opportunities? Am I really gonna like be able to live in love and live in high vibrations? Am I really choosing to put down all of my burdens? Am I really choosing to, you know, stay balanced and stay present? Am I really walking into emotional fulfillment, a happy home, happy life? Am I really, is this who I really am? Yes. Yes, you guys. Let's view ourselves as like what the truth is, which what the truth is you've done the work, you've earned the Ace of Cups, you've earned this chalice full of emotional healing, that's water, right? We don't need to view ourselves as, you know, not going to get the new beginning, or, you know, we don't deserve it. You guys are funny. You guys are so funny, and I can just identify so much. Let's get a clarifier. Oh, okay. Love this. You're also, maybe you guys go back and forth, right? If you're anything like me, you do go back and forth between maybe you don't deserve this new beginning and I am the king of passion. You know what I mean? Like the King of Rods is all about like, he's confident. He's like good looking. He's charismatic, you know? And so, you know, going back and forth between these two things, I get it. I do. But yeah, let's like turn this like right side up. So you're viewing yourself as confident. I like that. I like that. You're viewing yourself as full of spirit even more. So I like that too. And ready to share that passion with other people and rule your kingdom with it and start your kingdom with it. It's like you're using this energy to move into these energies. You know what I mean? This confident and passionate energy. How are others viewing Taurus? How are other people viewing you guys? This could be interesting. How are others viewing the lovely Taurus at this time? The Five of Cups in reverse. Like, oh my gosh, maybe people are viewing you accurately, I think. Like, Five of Cups in reverse is like almost like transmutation to me. It is turning all of this emotional upheaval, all of the past traumas, all of the lessons. It's taking all that grief and turning it into love. Other people's are viewing you this way. So it seems as if you're inspiring other people at this time. Keep inspiring people, Taurus. That's beautiful. Keep transmuting that pain. Transmutation. How I do that, I talk about it a lot. I think that's a big part of, you know, the spiritual seeker's journey, is to transmute it, give it back to the earth, right? Take the pain, put it back in the earth as like light and love. And we do it by like meditating and taking care of ourselves. I do it spiritual baths. I do it with meditation. Things like that. I'm sure you've kind of mastered, if you're like right here, you know what I mean? Then I think you have really mastered the art of transmutation. So that's really cool, you guys. I'm glad that people are viewing you that way. I was gonna, the card fell, hold on. Love this too. So I was going to ask for clarification and I didn't even have to ask the question. People are viewing you as the King of Pentacles as well. Like, he is somebody who knows what he is doing. He has like learned all about business and things like that. He knows how to manage money. He knows what to invest in. He knows how to invest his time. He knows like just how to run a business. And so people are viewing you at this time as taking the pain, transmuting it, and turning it into a business, you know, and really knowing what you're doing, right? People are viewing you in your best self, okay? That's awesome. That's truly awesome, you know, because I don't know if, you know, while you were going through all of your justice and balancing out your scales, if people were able to see this aspect of you. You always saw it, and even though at times you probably got into this place where you really beat yourself up, you always saw it. This is what kept you going. You knew you could have the life that you wanted and create your own kingdom and, you know, turn this pain into something absolutely spectacularly beautiful. But maybe on your path, you know, not other people were able to see that about you, you know, but you're just at this place. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, but it doesn't hurt to have, you know, be inspiring people and knowing that you're inspiring people. It doesn't hurt to know that people are viewing you this way, right? Like what can it hurt? It doesn't need to be the foundation of how you feel about yourself. But I just find this just amazing, you know, because the Taurus I'm reading for also has had a hard time getting over what other people think about them, okay? And that has been one of the challenges, right? That's been one of the things that has burdened you. It's like what other people think about you, and, you know, letting that get you down and whatever. But now you've done so much work, my friend, that people are seeing you in your true essence, right? This is what you're doing. Transmutation and in your own energy and in your own power, right? Wise, you know, you've learned a lot. And other people can see it, and you're inspiring people because of that. And I thank you for that. I do. You're making the world a better place. So funny. Some of the things that, excuse me, I need to get something to drink. So a lot of the messages, why do I always do that? Do you guys like, I always do that. I shake my kombucha and then it gets fizzy and I get surprised, you know, that sometimes, ooh, see, it's coming up now. That, you know, I just, whatever. And I've lost my train of thought. Completely. Let's just keep moving. All right, this is the best part of the reading, you guys. So this has been a beautiful reading, but now we are moving into the guidance. So basically what I feel is that all of these cards have outlined, like, not just the energy you're currently in and what you're currently dealing with, but with your entire spiritual journey and the struggle of it and the beauty of it and the pain of it, the excitement of it. It's exciting learning a bunch of new things. It's exciting figuring out how strong you are. It's exciting when you can confidently say and go to sleep at night, you know, really happy with how you conduct yourself in this world. You know what I mean? So we've outlined all of that, but now what's the guidance from you, Spirit, Universe, God, angels? What's the guidance, you know, to keep moving forward on this journey? What is the guidance? Do we have anything more from the Unicorn Tarot? I'll take this one. Okay. The guidance right now, I'm almost laughing because I feel like this is what the guidance has been for me today, right? The guidance is you've been through a lot, you strong warriors. And so over the next couple weeks, right, you've like dealt with this, okay? You've dealt with this. There's just so many major arcanas like all over the place. You know what I mean? We have 2 kings as well. But like, you've mastered so much about yourself. You have been through the ringer. The ringer. So even though it's a really exciting time and we're finding all about our magic right now and about how magical we are right now, more of that deep wisdom and understanding is going to come through by taking time to rest. Because I really believe that when you have these wings, you live a busy life, right? You guys have a lot, you're going to have a lot of responsibilities, right? Being 2 kings, and you're moving into a place of absolute fulfillment. With that being said, and coming out of, you know, this hermit energy, there's going to be more responsibilities coming up. So take the last couple weeks in this cycle and take some time for yourself. Take some time to meditate on everything you've been through, you know? Take some time to pat yourself on the back. Take some time to rest and recuperate. This card's coming out for so many signs. It's the rest after the battle, you know? Take that time. Spirit is like so serious about that right now. Is there any more guidance for the lovely Taurus from the Unicorn Tarot? Okay, you get one more, I believe. We got one more card. Let's see. Yes. Okay. It's kind of contradicting. When you're not resting and meditating and taking care of yourself, the page of passion, the page of rods, the page of wands, use this exciting energy to keep building what you're building, right? It's almost like focus on your purpose and rest and balancing these two. And you guys have overcome, you know, feeling imbalanced and feeling like, you know, you're juggling everything in life. So let's use some of that self-mastery, that balancing mastery, and really put it into balancing these two energies. Rest when you need to, and create with that passion. In the meantime, you know, go back and forth. You're building something beautiful. You're going somewhere beautiful. And it looks like you're very passionate about it. Okay? Keep that passion. Keep that passion, right? Another message coming through. We're going to get an oracle card from Spirit for guidance from this fairy tale oracle. I don't know what messages are going to come through. This has been a deck that has been incredibly healing to me. It's helped me heal a lot of my trauma on my journey. And so we'll see where it takes us. But I would love to see, like in this reading, in this message, what is the guidance for Taurus? What's the guidance from Spirit? What guidance do we have from Spirit from the fairy tale oracle? Come on, guys, please. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. What's going to come out? What? 2. They're telling me right now that they commend you for how dedicated. You have this card here, the Wild Swans, dedication. You've remained dedicated to your journey and balancing all of this out. You haven't stopped, which has kind of brought you a little bit of distress because most people take more breaks than you have. But your dedication to overcome this, you know, the other one that fell out is Hansel, and that's the card of survival. This card came up for Scorpio as well. I don't know if you guys have Scorpio in your chart. I usually can resonate with Scorpios, but anyway, it's time to thrive. Like, you were dedicated to surviving, right? Many times it felt like over the past year felt like that's all you were doing. But it's time to move out of this survival mode. I'm going to go more into about the numbers too. It's time to move out of this survival mode and thrive, because baby, you have earned it. You truly have. You've been dedicated. They are just getting really, really on me about really giving you the just acknowledging your greatness. They really want me to let you know that. I don't know if you've had many people acknowledging your greatness with you on your journey, but your guides and the ascended masters and the angels and all of the divine wants to thank you for your dedication, okay? And your dedication is what has brought you to earn your wings and make that final judgment about that's who you are. That's who you truly are. But it hasn't been easy, right? And it's crazy. I just feel like this whole reading is about somebody just truly acknowledging your journey and everything you've been through and giving you a pat on the back. And it's such an honor that is Spirit is using me to let you know that, because I mean, congratulations, committee, recognition committee. Hey, Mama Manifests. But So this is a card 4, right? You've been working on your foundation. Like, you've been working on integrity. You've been working on your values and your belief systems, you know, and building this, okay? And this is a card 4, which is all about that strong foundation and structure. And you did it through, you know, feeling like you're just surviving and, you know, becoming resourceful and learning how to move through it, maybe when sometimes nobody was around and whatever. And you're moving into, this is card 42, which is a 6, which is all about harmony and balance, right? Your dedication is bringing you harmony and balance. That's really exciting. Like, you know, those are two things that I think everybody wants in their life: harmony and balance. And those are two things I don't think a lot of people can say, that they like genuinely say that is something that they have in their life. Well, baby, you have earned it. You've earned the harmony and balance. Should I just keep saying it? Harmony and balance. Harmony. I'm done. I'm done, you guys. All right, let's see I gotta put my leg up. Let's see. I don't want it to be on camera. Okay, maybe I should move closer. Okay. All right. This is the messengers, animals, messages from your animal spirit guides book. And let's see, I believe that the animals are messengers, and we're going to see what messages the animal world has for you for guidance at this time. Thank you, Spirit. What guidance do the animals have for Taurus? Yeah, peacock. Sorry. The peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. Don't be afraid to shine. Stop worrying about what other people think. You know, for me, I was really worried about what other people think, especially me being a tarot reader. The Matrix, most people in the Matrix or whatever are like, what? I know, I was like, what? But this is where I shine. This is where I feel most comfortable. This is what makes me happiest. This is where I feel happiest, content. So embrace yourself. Embrace your authenticity. Embrace your angel wings. And stand out and be noticed. And yes, there might be people who don't want to see that because it's a reflection of, you know, where they don't necessarily shine at this time because they're not letting. I mean, everybody has this beauty within, but despite of all of that, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and shine. You know, you deserve to be acknowledged for all the work that you've done on yourself. And let yourself stand out and be noticed. You're beautiful. You have, like, I mean, peacocks are crazy, you know? Like, you see them and you're like, is that even real? I have a feeling when people see you and they get to know you, just even for a second, your inner strength and beauty shines through. And it's not something that people see a lot. And so maybe they'll give you a weird look, but it's not like a weird look, like, you know, it's just, it's rare. They don't see it often. Let yourself stand out and be noticed, Taurus, please. That's where you're going to find your happiness. Let's see what else. I'm going to pull a Work Your Light oracle, and we'll see what the guidance is from that. What is the guidance for Taurus from the Work Your Light oracle? Mirror did show itself to me, so, you know, beautiful. Mirror did show itself to me, and so, you know, there could be some situations like mirroring parts of yourself right now that could be triggering you, and it's just like you've done this so many times, I think, that you really know. But just, yeah, just watch out for that. And as always, like, you know, keep that mindset that anything that is triggering you is a part of yourself that needs to be healed, and you get to move to greater and greater lengths, and you get to become lighter and lighter and lighter. But yes, there might be some situations that come up that show you, you know, because we are on this journey. We don't like ever graduate, right? We complete cycles and we move into a next level. You know what I mean? But like, we don't ever graduate, and there's always going to be like new versions of ourselves so we can keep on upgrading. You know what I mean? And it seems like, you know, maybe in the next couple weeks, like if you're triggered, just realize that it is a mirror and it's an opportunity to, you know, become even more beautiful, even more authentic. Okay. But the card that did come out was, this is absolutely gorgeous. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Taurus is being an earth sign and being a fixed earth sign. Have this ability to ground like probably all of the knowledge that you've acquired and really communicate it with other people, and teach it to other people, you know, and be an example to other people. You know, look, this is who you are, you guys. You know, you guys are really embodying something magical. It's like you found that crystal ball, which came through in the meditation, and now you're being initiated into this sisterhood or brotherhood of the rose, you know, and the rose like has so many layers to it, and you've like peeled them all back, and like by doing that and looking at yourself, I'm losing cards over here, and looking at yourself, you've earned the initiation into this sisterhood or brotherhood, right? Into this new level of life, into graduating from the cycle that, why can't I find, okay, yeah. You know, you've done all of this, balanced all of these things for this cycle. And now you get to embody priestess energy, mystic energy, wise energy. You get to, you're always going to be a student of the universe, but now you get to, you know, not only be a student, but a teacher as well. It's exciting, you guys. It's exciting to share our wisdom with others. It's like what this whole journey is all about, what all of this self-mastery is all about. So whatever divine, you know, way that you're doing that, you're going to shine. You're going to take off. You're going to be in your element, you know, you're going to shine. And don't be afraid to let people see you in this energy. You know, don't be afraid to shine. Don't. I know that's something you've also overcome this past year. But it is time, and the universe is telling me it's time. Your dedication, you know, your dedication is being rewarded. You guys, very exciting. Do we want, yeah, let's pull one more oracle, and then we will move into this archetype and close it off with a reading, you guys. All right, angels, because these are the Angels of Atlantis oracle cards, and we'll see. Oh, guys, look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. Inspiration, what I was just talking about. You are a source of inspiration now. You're perfecting, and you know, you found the crystal ball, and you can see, and you trust your intuition, and you can see into your own future, and you can see yourself, which makes other people feel safe. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on and on, but yeah, you're a source for inspiration, which, like, if you literally look at the root of, you know, the word inspired, it means to breathe life into or to inspirit somebody. So So when we inspire people, we're literally giving them life force, okay? And that's like who you are. So keep on inspiring. There's a lot of blue on this card. And so, and I've been working on this too, the throat chakra, to be able to communicate, like teach all of this and be the priestess and mystic and angel that you are, to be able to communicate it honestly, effectively, and in the most graceful way possible. You might want to do some throat chakra healing just to kind of keep that all in alignment. You know what I mean? Like I like to just listen to, I'll type it in like throat chakra frequency on YouTube or something like that. You know what I mean? I have crystals I work with, you know. I don't know if it's generally used, but I use like blue kyanite and I always put it on my throat. And it's been really effective for me. Whatever way you guys want to like keep perfecting that so you can communicate this lovely wisdom with those around you and inspire them, do it. And Archangel Gabriel is also with you at this time. So call on him, feel his energy, look him up and see what he's all about. I know I'm going to look him up and find out more about him. You know, I'm getting to know the angels lately and I love all of their energy. He's not one I'm like too familiar with yet. So like the guidance I'm giving to you, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same and look up Archangel Gabriel because he's really wanting to work with you and through you to inspire others at this time. Okay? This has been an amazing reading. It's truly magical. You're truly discovering, like, you know, this, you know, finding that crystal ball in the forest, which is what I saw in the meditation, or, you know, working your magic, you know, is really, you know, finding out that you have wings and you can fly and you have like learned all of these, I don't know, these magic. You've learned magic. We are all different. And so that means something different for all of us. But really cool read, you guys. Really, really, really cool read. We are going to close it out with an archetype read. And yeah, we'll see. Please guide us to a great card to really pull all these energies together. Give us some closing thoughts. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And I'm just going to, I feel like I want to go towards the half. I'm just going to cut it right here. And I'm going to pull this card. You guys. The shaman. The shaman. I mean, I think the card really speaks for itself. Look at it. Overcome, looked at the darkest side of himself. There's a hand out there helping other people with this magic. I mean, the shaman is magic. Okay? And this is what this entire reading is all about. We're going to jump in. I know that there's a really cool interpretation of the energy around this card in this book. So we are going to read that. And it is a card 7. It's 16. It's card 16, but that breaks down to a 7. So it's all about like spiritual wisdom. It's been a very spiritual reading. Let's read about the shaman. I'm going to hold the card up for you guys. The Magi, the Sorcerer, the Medicine Woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the mentor. So there's an archetype in this book called the mentor. And long and arduous, that's not the word they use, long-standing and diligent, but arduous for sure too. The studying aspect of learning about ourselves and mastering ourselves and all of that. You've done that. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self. You know all about that. You know all about that. Taking that pain and turning it into something beautiful. Understanding the pain. Accepting the pain. Knowing that it was all for a reason. And healing it. Healing it for yourself and others. And third, the shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions, that crystal ball, and old magic to leak into this world, the unseen. In this way, the shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred. You guys are a bridge. Revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. Yep, with the mirroring energy and the Four of Cups and the devil energy, all of that stuff. You know, respecting your shadow and integrating your shadow. And not ever trying to suppress it, because that's where it gets its power. And so the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. But this is what the whole reading is all about, you guys. Shaping it and sharing it with the world. Transmuting. This is great. Fearless student and practitioner. Yep. True dedication. Looking fear in the face and saying, yep, I'm scared. But you know what? It's not going to stop me. And you've done that. The shaman can't be rushed. Working with this archetype requires study and perseverance. Think of it like brining or marinating. The content must permeate every fiber of its being. Yeah, just be patient with yourselves, especially with the finishing out of this year. You know, going into 2020, I think that you're going to be lighter than ever in every sense of that word. And so things are going to come up to really like have their final judgment about and their final healing about. Certain behaviors that you've carried with you for your entire life are going to be going. So while you're coming into this incredible power, be patient with yourself as the residue continues to clear out. Okay? One last part. Contrary to popular belief, the shaman archetype appears in every vocation. Teachers, directors, surgeons, politicians, and poets are just a few of the faces a shaman may wear. Yeah, there's other shamans in this world, and they could be in the most unlikely of places. And you, Taurus, are becoming one of them. That's absolutely phenomenal, you guys. Pat yourself on the back for going through this journey in the graceful way that you did. I mean, it wasn't always graceful. I know that. You guys are amazing, you know, so dedicated to becoming the version of yourself that you always knew existed but never really saw. I love you guys. I can't wait to do your reading for next time. So if you want to see that and if you want to follow on this journey, I'm hoping, and you know, my experience of tarot is that certain readers would like follow up, you know, keep going on the same storyline, like we're reading with the same people and things like that. And I hope for it to be the same. I want to work with the same people and help, you know, you guys through the same types of things, you know, week by week. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to like the video if you got something out of this. Share the love. And yeah, thank you so much. Namaste, you gorgeous, gorgeous Earth baby Taurus. Lover. Misunderstood sometimes. Angel. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.